This gorgeous heritage building has caught my attention. Well, let me see, it's been more than 10 years ago, and I still can't forget my very first encounter with it. Hey, you, and welcome back to my vlog. And this time I'm taking you to the Edison in Georgetown, Penang. It was one stormy night more than 10 years ago when I first set foot into this building. It was then and for many years previously known simply as Cathay Hotel. It was kind of a budget accommodation and a very popular backpackers joint. A little bit rough on the edges then, and it was on a very rainy and stormy evening when I had to seek shelter here. And then I decided that I really needed the washroom, so I had no choice but just to walk straight into it. But before that, I've noticed some really strange men, well, getting out of the taxis and getting very excited. Well, a long story short, I also discovered then in the Cathay Hotel they had a very popular, or rather should I say notorious, massage parlor. But what the heck, I really seriously needed the washroom then, so I walked in and there was this old-fashioned check-in counter just right ahead of me with a little old Chinese man behind it. Well, I asked for his permission to use the toilet, but well, the feeling as I stepped into it, it was just simply wow. The interior then was simply stunning, and it is still stunning, if not more than ever, now that it has been refurbished into a brand new boutique hotel, which is called the Edison. Come on in, let's check out my bedroom here in the Edison. Well, the whole building has been totally revamped under the new ownership. No expenses spared, but very strictly according to the UNESCO Heritage Building regulations here in Penang. It's all very clean lines, very plush, in this, well, should I say, quite a massive bedroom for just one person tonight. This room is located on the first floor of the Edison Hotel. Mind you, there is no lift in this building, none that I am actually aware of, but there are two beautiful spiral staircases that lead up to the first floor. That's a quick recce of the room, and as you open the front door, this is what you see looking out to the interior of the hotel. And the windows are just simply beautiful. Well, just as they were in the good old days of the Cathay Hotel, but they maintained the status quo. And, well, actually this evening was just about to leave for my dinner when I came across this area, which I found out that this is meant to be the library. I love the setup of the library. It has the ambience of an old-fashioned gentleman's club lounge. Don't you think so? Then we take a stroll to the exterior of the building, and well, you can't tell from the frontage actually, but it seems to have massive space outdoors, which is quite pleasant, an oasis in the middle of bustling Georgetown. The owners of the Edison Hotel have done a superb job in revitalizing this magnificent piece of property, and they even managed to put in a swimming pool. I had the good fortune of bumping into one of the owners, Eugene, in the library itself, and well, it was a jolly good conversation, and we even talked about the swimming pool, and he told me about the hoops and the amount of red tape they had to jump through just to get permission to build this lush swimming pool. The Edison Hotel started off as the private residence of a very rich Chinese merchant by the name of Mr. Yo Wee Gok. And according to excerpts of 2 books which I've read, Mr. Yo got his riches from opium farming in Sumatra and also in Malaya. And that's not a shocking thing actually for that particular period in time. The extremely lucrative opium farming was simply considered revenue farming in Malaya way back then, and the very colorful Mr. Yo also owned many gambling syndicates. By the way, this building was acquired by the Japanese army during the Second World War, and it was turned into their administrative office in Penang. I think it was a few years after the Second World War ended that this building reincarnated as the Cathay Hotel. Guess I won't be way off the mark if I were to say to the Edison now, you've come a long way, babe. I know there are many of you out there who are just like me, who are into old heritage buildings with so much history behind them and which stood the test of time. On the other hand, some people may not like the spooky feeling to old buildings, if you know what I mean. You will definitely not get that feeling here in the Edison because it has been lovingly refurbished. It's so modernized in here, and it has this very fresh vibe to it. So go for it if you have the chance. This is just a very quick recce of the Edison Hotel in Georgetown, Penang. It's actually located on Lebor Leith, and it's on the same road as the famous Red Garden food court and also the Blue Mansion at the end of the road. And I'm Gobble Guzzle signing off for now. I'll catch up with you again on my next vlog. And it's time for me to catch a flight. In the meantime, be good and be kind always and spread peace. Jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.